The first thing we would do whenever either of us got our money was we'd put it away for rent. At the very beginning of each month or the end of each month, we would look at how much we could possibly get that month and make sure we set aside this much on this day to make sure it was there for the first.
One of the biggest lessons I learned was don't get a credit card. Oh, that was a nightmare. Getting a credit card for me was so terrible because it was, especially at the time that I got it, it was like, it's free money, and I went to debt so fast. It was actually unbelievable.
First thing and the hardest thing, especially when you are first aging out, is about not so much making the budget, but keeping to the budget. When you first age out, chances are you're not gonna be able to afford all the things that you want. You're not gonna be able to eat all the great food that you were probably eating in your foster home or in your group home. You're gonna have to change some of that stuff up. You're gonna have to be honest with your friends and be like, I can't go and eat at the keg. And I know you can because you don't have to pay rent and you don't have to pay bills and you live at home. And yes, you're working as much as I am, but you don't have to pay for all those things, you know? So you're gonna have to be honest with your people.
One of the things nowadays that is kind of cool, I guess, if you aren't ready for a credit card, is get a Visa debit card. It's the exact same thing as a credit card, except it gets taken out of your savings or check-ins account, so if you don't have the money, too bad. You know, you won't be able to buy something, whereas a credit card, if you don't have the money, you can still spend it. And then all of a sudden trying to pay it back becomes very difficult. So.
Make sure you always put stuff in there for entertainment, like going out for movies or going out for dinner, because you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna be a hermit and just stay inside, so you might as well budget it in. And if you end up not having that amount of money, then you need to get another job or you need to cut some things out, and that's what it's gonna be.
When I was younger and when I got my first job and I had a lot of money, if I would change one thing, it would be start saving. Because once you have all this money, you're like, oh my goodness, I can buy this, that. But there's obviously other responsibilities that you have to, pay for. Let's just say I wanted a phone, I gotta pay my phone bill. Without it, you have no phone, right? So, money is great because it enables you to do things, but saving money and having it for when you actually need it is something that's beneficial as well.
I went from what I need to what I want. I needed to pay rent, I needed my hydro bill, and I needed food. I wanted cable and internet, I wanted a cell phone, and I wanted toys.
And one of the things I could recommend is figure out what you want to do first before you go into school. Because it's tough to sort of get halfway through it and be like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then you're wasting your time and money.
When you think about financial literacy, part of it is about how much money you make and how to make a budget, but it's also about paying taxes. It's about saving money, learning about GICs and RSPs and all the other acronyms that I'm not even at 33, I'm not quite sure what all those are.
One of the things I learned about paying rent, major things, was paying it all at once was very difficult for me. So sort of split it in two, I guess. Halfway through the month you put this amount, and then another half you put this amount.
Some of the resources out there to help you save money and learn about financial literacy. There's a really good one that's run through the Public Guardian and Trustee I think it's called Dollars and Cents, but cents S-E-N-S-E. And that one really helps you understand what financial literacy is about, how to make a budget. I think there's even parts in there about taxes.
Recently, I actually, I lost one of my jobs. It was a good thing. And I wasn't covered. And I had this bill coming in, $70 a month for BC Medical. And I'm like, oh my God. And I went to my foster mom and I said, hey, I'm getting these bills once a month. What do I do? And she said, you have to do a tax return. When you do your tax return, they'll know you have this amount of income and then you'll get coverage. So I did that, and the bills stopped coming. And that was a really big relief for me. So ask someone who's been through it. There's older, wiser people who've been doing this for many years, and I go to those people, and they help.